get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier. The stop made by Reggie White.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Vick readies to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. He's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Vick. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 14-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run the counter. George. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down, Bears.
On first down, it's George. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Mario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to create tendencies as you go along with the game, because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Michael Vick, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, Vick steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Vick to throw it. Steps away. And he's going to keep. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Vick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Crosby set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
At their own 2-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again this time to the tailback. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the Saints 16-yard line.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Down and 15.
On third down, it's George. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call their defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start here with Jackson. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And now a fumble. Ball's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
One extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 31, Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it'll be third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, George. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here's a turnover on downs.
Vick on the bootleg. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Vick now. Being chased out left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
4th down, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, 27 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Now Crosby for the point after. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. You don't like this! And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they had 2 more on touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 11 yards there, 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. He was covered by Deion Sanders.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when the team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. He's caught inside the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles.
There the entire time.